okay, it's really working, they're really paying me for this. It's a huge leverage. You can trade much bigger positions, you have much more to use. With the prop trading, it's easier to get better results because you just can open bigger positions and stuff. I think I lost like 3 or 4 challenges in the beginning because I didn't have strategy. I was still a little bit skeptical if I really get money, but then I saw it on my bank account and I was like, they really paid me. What the hell?
Hello, dear TTP audience. Today we have Matthias as our guest at the Trading Pit, and Matthias got over $8,500 in total rewards. And thank you very much, Matthias, for joining. And hello.
Hi, Christian.
Thank you very much for joining. Let's start with the question. Could you tell us a bit more about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? What did you do before trading? How long are you into trading? And in general, about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Matthias and I'm from Germany, a small village in Germany. And I usually, so my job is, I'm a purchaser at a bike company and I do trading next to my job. So it's kind of a hobby and try to make more out of this hobby. And I'm into trading since, I think, almost 2 years. And yeah, now I'm with Trading Pit and hope to continue for a very long time.
All right. So how did you find out about trading and prop trading specifically? Do you remember this moment you find out about it, and how was it?
Yes, I'm part of a trading community. I joined there a few years ago and tried to learn as much as possible. And they also showed us some strategies that you can work out for yourself with. And they also told me about Trading Pit and told me about prop trading. I was like, yeah, nobody gives me money to trade with, so why would they? And then I had so many questions about it and tried to learn everything about it until I finally thought, okay, let's try it. And now I'm here. And I
So would
found
you
out
say
it
you
works.
were a bit skeptical in the
Yes,
beginning?
it is
You were
very
a bit
much.
skeptical? What helped you like start, and how was this process from being skeptical to actually starting to trade with the prop trading?
I think the community helped me very much because there were many examples. They said, yeah, it's working. And as natural, you're like, yeah, sure, it's working. But then I decided to try it with a small challenge. And then I saw, okay, it's really working. They're really paying me for this. And then I continued and tried to refine my strategy and get better.
All right. So you started directly from prop trading. You never traded your own capital,
I did.
right?
I used my personal capital for long-term trading and yeah, day trading or short-term trading. Actually, I was only doing with demo accounts and then directly prop trading. Yes.
All right. So you have experience in both, and how would you compare them? Like having own capital and prop trading. Would you say that prop trading has any advantages or helps you in any way, especially when you're a beginner and you just start in this industry?
It's a huge leverage. You can trade much bigger positions. You have much more to use. And if I trade with my, I don't know, $100 or $1,000, it takes very long time to get the results I want. But with the prop trading, it's easier to get better results because you just can open bigger positions and stuff.
All right. So did you, when you were just starting, right? You were learning how to trade. Of course, every trader goes through the stage that initially they just learn. They need to learn the strategy, right? They need to understand what works for them. And only after a certain amount of time and repetitions and experience, you become profitable. In the very, very beginning, how was it for you? Like before you started seeing any results and profits that you finally got back from it?
It was bad. It was very bad. I think I lost like 3 or 4 challenges in the beginning because I didn't have the strategy and I tried to be smarter than my strategy, but it usually doesn't work. You should always keep to your strategy that you tested. And
Okay.
yeah, it was a very hard time. But then I finally beat the challenge, and there was a very big relief. And since then, I try to strictly keep to my strategy and don't try to outsmart it.
All right, all right. And how long did it take from you, about like time perspective? How long did it take until you got your first reward from prop trading?
My first reward, um, I actually don't know it. I really can't.
From the beginning you started till the first reward, do you remember?
I think it was the first one was pretty fast, but then there was a few months where it all seemed to go down again. But
Okay,
I think it was a few months, maybe 3 or so.
okay,
I don't
okay.
know for sure.
Do you remember the feeling you had when you received the payment for the
Yes,
reward?
it was awesome. I was still a little bit skeptical if I really get money, but then I saw it on my bank account and I was like, they really paid me. What the hell?
And after the first reward, after you actually received the money into your account, did something change in your approach to trading and maybe prop trading? Like, did something change in your even trading strategy? You know, some people change a lot after
Mm.
the first reward.
Uh, no, actually not. I still try to stick to the strategy and doesn't really change
Okay.
because the trading is still the same. Um, you don't want to get on a high and think, yeah, I'm doing this and great. Just have to stay on the ground and stay humble, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Cool. You just said that after the first reward, you had like 2 months without rewards, right? 2 3 months
Yeah.
without zero results. How did it feel for you to go again through the challenges and again through inconsistencies in trading, right? Because clearly we are in the industry and traders have the profession which cannot be profitable every day.
Mhm.
You cannot have only take profits,
Yeah,
right?
unfortunately.
How was it for you, both psychologically and maybe did your trading strategy change somehow during these 2 months when you didn't get any results?
It was pretty much a challenge psychologically. You always keep questioning, why doesn't it work? Should I do something else? Was it my mistake? Does the strategy still work? And then you have to remember the backtest. And when you see the backtest, okay, there were a few months that didn't go that much. Sometimes you do 5% loss. It happens. It belongs to the game. And then the next month you're making 10% again. So you just have to sit and wait and trust your own backtest and your strategy. But
Okay,
it's hard. It's
okay.
really hard.
Yeah, I believe for sure. What helps you go through this ups and downs? What helps you relieve and maybe distract yourself, or any habits you have in life that help
I
you?
think for me it's sport. I'm playing handball.
Okay,
That helps me very much to yeah to calm back down and
okay,
and then I try to not think about it too much, just to trust it and think about the next trade, not the last one.
okay. That's cool. That's cool. Sports are always
Yes,
they bring you discipline in life, right?
exactly.
For sure.
That's very good.
After these 2 months, you receive another reward, which is your second reward, right? And did you feel any relief,
Yes,
or did you
I did.
feel any?
I had,
Do you remember that moment?
yes, it was a long way. My account was, I think, pretty close to being close because
Okay,
I almost hit the limit, but then the strategy started working again, and I think I was 2 months, maybe 10% up, and the second month I could get another payout, and it was a very good feeling. Coming back from almost deleting your account to getting a reward was very great.
wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Such a journey. So in total, you got how many rewards? Can you
I
remind
have
me?
3 rewards. It was
Yeah.
about 8,500. $6, I think.
All right.
Um,
All right. That's really wonderful.
yeah.
So let's talk again about your background and life in general. Currently, you combine trading with work,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yes. How does it work for you? Like, do you find any specific schedule that you have, or like morning routine? I don't know, after work routine that you have. So, what way you combine trading and 9 to 5 work?
Um, I have a trading view alert
Okay.
whenever the
Okay.
strategy is ready to for trade, and then I have to be on the phone or on the laptop so I can make trades. So I sometimes leave work, make a short break, and say, hey, I gotta go 5 minutes. I'll be back. And
Okay.
trying to set up the trade, and
Okay.
yeah, to take profit. Then the trade runs, take profit or SL. Um, then I try to not touch it again after the trade is
Okay.
set.
Okay. So currently, you find this approach as that fits the most, right?
Yep.
What would you say to other traders, maybe an advice, like how should every person approach it? Like, a lot of people think about leaving the job. Firstly, they start trading together with the job and then they want to leave the job. What advice would you give to other people to find the best solution for them?
Well, I think leaving the job is a very big step. Um,
Yeah.
I also would like to do it, but you have a safe income in trading, as you already mentioned. It's not always going good. Sometimes there are bad months, and I wouldn't recommend it. I would really say,
Okay.
okay, I'm living in Germany, so it's for the times it's okay for me. I can work almost 9 to 5 and then maybe trade the US opening or something. So
Okay.
I'm a bit lucky, but
Yep.
you have to be really, really sure if you leave your job for trading. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know where the
100%.
break even is actually.
100%. All right, let's come back to trading, right? You mentioned that you lost an account before, right? Do you remember like so you lost 3 accounts before your first reward, right?
Yes, I lost some challenges.
Yes. It's fine. It's part of the trading industry, right? We all do understand that. But you see now 3 rewards and then $8,500 in total, right? So do you remember the feelings that you had when you were losing accounts, and what helped you overstep it? What helped you believe and continue this path that you can achieve something? What helped you in this moment?
I think it's the discipline. I saw, okay, I breached the lock level for the challenge. And I thought, okay, maybe this isn't the strategy. So let's go back to work. Let's go back to back testing. Try different things. Um, rework the whole strategy and test. And then when I was sure the strategy is working, um, then I tried again. And then
Okay.
you always have to see the risk management. Sometimes if you see, okay, it's not going good this month, maybe I take a little bit smaller risks, so I don't lose challenge this fast. And yeah, you always have to look into it.
All right, all right. Um, I believe losing accounts comes with emotions, right?
Yeah,
You definitely feel emotions in this point.
yeah.
What would you say is the the hardest emotion for you personally to overcome, right? For a lot of people, it's different emotions. It can be fear, it can be FOMO, it can be being undisciplined,
Mhm.
rushing too much, right? What is the emotion that is the hardest for you to overcome?
For me personally, it was the feeling of stupidity. I don't know. I
Okay.
I think I thought to myself, yeah, why did you change the trade? It was running. Why did you not close the trade? It was almost at the take profit and then it went down. Um, but yeah, you have to stay over this. I say.
Okay,
You,
so you have to overcome it and
yes,
basically follow all the rules that you have
you're
in
making
your
the rules for
strategy.
you, and then you have to stay disciplined. And even if you're thinking to yourself, why was I so stupid? Why didn't I take the profit? Why did I wait for the last bit? Um, so it happens. It happens. Today it happened again to me.
It happens to all of us,
Yeah.
right? And we never know when. Looking back at your journey, would you say that what is the most important thing for you? Trading strategy itself or emotional control?
Emotional control, definitely.
Way over the trading
Yes,
strategy,
yes,
right?
yes. Your strategy can be so good, but if you don't control your emotions, you can mess it up very fast.
Okay. What maybe, you know, a lot of people, when they try to follow the rules, you mentioned already that you do a lot of sports, you try to be disciplined, right? However, still, right, we are all people and we all do mistakes sometimes. Is there something specific you do after a certain mistake or after a stop loss, after losing week, for example? Is there any like habit or ritual that you do to help you?
Mm, actually, not really. If I
Okay.
But when I'm at the computer, then I leave the computer
Okay.
after after I had a stop loss. I see it, and then oh god, and then I have to leave it for a few hours and to come back. But nothing else actually.
All right, cool. So the last question for you will be, if you could come back to yourself in the beginning of your journey, right, and see yourself in the very beginning and ask yourself a question
Hmm.
and give yourself one advice, which advice would you give yourself?
Um, do more back tests.
Okay, do more back tests, write the rules, right?
Yes, yes, yes. The back tests are the most important things. I started too early with my challenges. That's why I lost a few of them. But that's really the most important things. The back test must be very good. Then then you have trust into the strategy, and then you also overcome the losses if there are some.
All right. All right. Amazing, Matthias. Thank you very much for joining us today. From our side, we're so happy to hear and see your results, right? They're really amazing. 3 rewards already. And from us, we can just tell that keep going and more results to come.
I hope so.
Thank you, everyone, for watching us today. And bye bye.
Bye.